your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. So y'all, welcome back. Give it a stretch. Okay. So I totally lost track of time back there. And because, like I was saying before, I'm trying to figure out what is happening with this. It works locally, but it doesn't work when I deploy it to production. Now, I think I fixed, because there was an issue with environment variables. I think I found a workaround for it. Great. Now, the problem was I wasn't able to see, I'm still getting an error. I'm getting like a 400 error, right? And so I'm unable to see the console logs in the stream thing, right? Because I'm not using a thing that the host knows about, really. It's within the framework kind of thing. So I have to do it locally, and then I have to do it. I'm trying to do everything on like in the browser. I'm trying to code everything in the browser. So I needed to load up an IDE that I would be able to use so that I could see in the console log. And the thing is, that IDE, I pay for it because I think it's useful, but I get a certain amount of credits to use. And so that's why I was kind of like, I'm like, I gotta get this thing done. I gotta work on this thing. I think I found what the issue was. And so it's just me not knowing. It's a new database thing I'm using. And so I'm not familiar with the syntax. And so I think that was the issue. So by seeing that console log I put in there, I actually got to see the error now. So that's what I was working on. So hopefully I'll get this thing fixed, because again, I've never used this database before, so it's new to me, and I'm trying to try it out. So, all right, neither here nor there. I want to talk about this thing that I saw on the internet, and I thought it was pretty cool. And it's from the folks at Cloudflare. Shouts to them. I've been kind of playing around with a lot of their products recently. I've been buying a bunch of domain names through them and spinning up different projects. Matter of fact, the latest project that I created is hosted on Cloudflare. Let me show that. So let me share my screen real quick. All right, this one here. So this is a new project I'm working on, to where I create a lot of projects, right? And I wanted to be able to have a place where people can then spin up like starter projects of those, because people kind of ask me like, hey, how'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, can I do that? You know, is it open source or whatever? So what I figured was then I could just make it to where they can one-click deploy and have it themselves and be able to play around with it, right? And so so they're like one-click deploy using Netlify, because you can pull from a GitHub repo and deploy pretty easily, like through one click, set up your environment variables, and you're good to go. And so I created this site, clonethis.site. And right now there's no projects on there yet, because I'm still working on everything, but this is hosted on Cloudflare, and the name, the domain name, also purchased through Cloudflare. And so this is my first project where actually I have a couple other projects, but where I got like a domain name and then Cloudflare and put them together pretty much. And so you can see, like, I like to make projects. There's a bunch of projects here. And so some of these I'm turning into starter projects. So again, you probably won't be able to see the drop down, but there's a code along that I'm doing. There's an event streaming starter for like, because I stream meetup groups. So I want to make it to where the meetup groups can stream themselves. And like a photo gallery, which I'm reworking to do transitions, because if you do something like this, hopefully the transition came through. I'm waiting for the playback to show. Yes. So it kind of like smoothly transitions between the different projects. And that's view transitions with Astro. And so I kind of talk about all the different things here. Yeah. So this is what I've been working on. Well, I launched that a couple weeks ago. So I'm working on the projects to put into there. Right now, speaking of Cloudflare, I saw this on their blog. I thought this was pretty cool. And let me put a link to that project site that I had there, so you can, if you want to check it out, you can. It'll be next to the recording of the video. Now, I'm posting a link to this blog post, so you can check that out also in the link section when the thing is recorded. But Meta Llama 3 available on Cloudflare Workers AI. I think we've spoken about Cloudflare Workers with the AI stuff. It's pretty dope. Like, they have all the libraries for you. So you just load the model and then you just send messages to it and it responds back to you. So it's having like kind of your own little server in the clouds that can just do that one thing for you. Or you can do a bunch of things, but you can have it that just for that one single thing to go and come back. And so I was using it for something else in another project. I was kind of playing around with it. Pretty dope. And so we are thrilled to give developers around the world the ability to build AI applications with Meta Llama 3 using Workers AI. We are proud to be a launch partner with Meta for their newest, I think it's 8 billion Llama 3 model, and excited to continue our partnership to bring the best of open source models to our inference platform. And so talking about Workers AI, and so they had support for Llama 2 when they did the initial launch, as it was one of the most requested open source models from the developer community since that initial launch. We've seen developers build all kinds of innovative applications, including knowledge sharing chatbots, creative content generation, which is kind of like what I was using for mine, like this creative stuff, and automation for various workflows. And then, so let me see if they talk about actual Llama. So yeah, so all it takes is a few lines of code to run an inference to Llama 3. So inference, I guess, like your prompt, I'm assuming. And so, so the inference interface, you have the environment here. So if you set another name in wrangler.toml as the value for binding, replace AI with the variable name you define in your Wrangler. But if you don't have your Wrangler.toml, use it like this. So AI, right? And then the fetch, you have the request and the env here, environment, right? So it's making like a binding. And so the response that you get back from it is you wait for the env AI run. So that's the whole thing. And you give it the model that you're doing and the messages. So like the role of the user is, what is the origin of the phrase hello world? So that's the thing you're asking it. And it's going to use this model to go ahead and give you a response. So with Meta Llama 3, Llama 3 offers leading performance on a wide range of industry benchmarks. You can learn more about the architecture improvements on Meta's blog posts. Check that out. Cloudflare Workers supports Llama 3 8B, which again I think means billion. I'm not even sure, including the instruction fine-tuned model. So let's see here. So it was trained on an increased number of training tokens, so 15 trillion, or I think that's what that means. Again, I'm not into much of this stuff. I just build stuff with it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know too much with it. So I think Google, I've been playing around with theirs, and I think they said like 1 trillion or something. I don't remember. It's some huge numbers. Like these numbers are astronomical to me. I don't even know. So so the larger context windows doubles the capacity of Llama 2 and allows the model to better understand lengthy passages with rich contextual data. So I think somebody's like, I forgot what huge book, but they took like the whole book, threw it into it, and was able to ask questions from it because it understood all the different parts because all the information was there. Some wild stuff. Let's see. So a whole bunch of stuff. Let's say what you can do with it though, like any type of examples. I'm not sure, but you can try it out now. Meta Llama 3 8B is available in the Workers AI model catalog today. This happened on the 18th, I think, so like a few days ago, like 10 days ago. Check out the documentation here. I'll open that and check that out. And as always, if you want to share your experiences or learn more, join us in the developer Discord. Cool. Nice. All right. So let's check out if it says the type of things you can do here. So now, so here it is, Llama 3 8B instruct, right? It's in beta. So generation over generation, Meta Llama 3 demonstrates state-of-the-art performance on a wide range of industry benchmarks and offer new capabilities, including improved reasoning. Okay. So the type of task that it does is like text generation. So asking it questions and things like that. And they can use a playground. That's pretty dope. And they have some code examples. So streaming. So again, the same AI, the interface, the ENV. And then same situation. So you telling the system you're a friendly assistant. So you're setting the like its character, I guess. And then the user is the person asking the question. So what is the origin of the phrase hello world? Cool. We saw that. And then you can stream, honestly, so you can stream back the messages so you can have it like as it like thinks about it, write it out. That's cool. Interesting. So I guess it comes back as, yep, as an event stream. All right. Now, if you want to use a worker, so this is if you, a worker streaming and then just regular worker here. Yeah, you just get a response and you return the JSON of that. All right. Cool. And then we have Python and curl. All right. Cool. Huh. Okay, so this is the type of stuff. So you tell it what, again, it's character that it's playing as. You're a very funny comedian and you like emojis. Tell me a joke about Cloudflare. And then here's a better example of a chat session using multiple iterations between the user and the assistant. So, okay, okay. So the system, you're a professional computer science assistant. User, what is WASM? Then assistant, content. WASM, WebAssembly, is a binary instruction format that is designed to be a platform agnostic. What? Platform agnostic what? Okay. And then the user asks, what does Python compile to WASM? And the assistant would say, no, Python does not directly compile to WebAssembly. What about, so, okay, so these are just, oh, so you would keep all the messages going. I think that's what it's, okay. Okay, you save all the messages so that it can have something to link back to. Interesting. I never thought about that, actually. That's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, so I wonder if these names are like, you have to use these names, like you have to use assistant. Interesting. And then it's known as the input is the user. Oh, that's pretty dope. Yes, this is more stuff like I would have to kind of play around with. And they have unscoped prompts. All right, they can return the true. Okay. All right. This is pretty dope. Talking about the streaming stuff. So yeah, so it breaks it down in different parts. So where's New York? Then you get New York. New York is located in the, and then you can paste it down. And then you get it done. All right, that's cool. Okay. That's cool. They actually show you how to respond to it. That's pretty dope. So you don't even have to like look for that. They just show you how to do it. That's pretty dope. The non-stream response is just the full thing. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty dope. So now the thing I was looking at, right? What I think I might use for my next project, like a really soon project, is that they also do translation, which I never saw before. So I think I might be playing around with this to see what's in that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I wonder if you could do multiple target languages. Oh, they don't have a streaming example. Okay. All right, neither here nor there. I'm gonna get y'all back to work because I want to try to figure out this whole situation with this authentication thing, and I want to get that done because I want to work on other stuff. All right, let me get you back to work. So shouts to Cloudflare. This is super dope. I'm looking forward to playing around with it more. All right, so get you back to work. I'm gonna send you off with some traveling music. This right here is one of my favorite producers of all time. Goes by the name of Nujabes. I'm actually going to be visiting his home country in a couple of weeks, Japan. And so I'm looking forward to that. So there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to get done before that. So yeah. So this is Nujabes featuring Apani B. The track is called Thank You. Thanks again for hanging out, y'all. And I will see you around. Y'all be easy. And thanks. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music gives more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to say I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music gives more meaning to life.